You're going to see this other personality of him, which for ease we're just calling Bad Nigma. You're going to see him become a bit more aggressive and independent, and there's no control over where he is, when he's there, what he's doing, and he's going to be a major torment, and mentor, frankly.
Yeah.
This is the guy that will lead Nigma. This is the voice that's leading Nigma to his eventual identity. So things get very exciting here in the next few episodes.
And are we going to see Penguin and Riddler actually interact more?
Eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I think it's just inevitable that these worlds have to collide. How it happens is really surprising and
and dark and crazy, but also
demented and fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, are you referring to Gallivan?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's going to be one of his major struggles this season, and it's interesting with his character. As we saw in the first season, spent most of the time trying to get to be the king of Gotham, and he was able to deal with Fish, Mooney, and deal with Don Maroney, and deal with Falcone, and then there he is, right there to fill in the vacancy, of power. The vacuum of power, if you will, and but then, of course, once you're powerful, someone is there to try and take it away from you, and that for this season is Theo Gallivan, and so it's gonna be one of the hardest things that Penguin has ever had to deal with in his life is dealing with Theo Gallivan. Yeah.
Well, the most helpful thing that I did was look at comics, the actual books, from various decades. And the thing that you notice is anytime that a new artist comes on or a new writer, there's a reinvention, there's a recreation in the spirit of the character, but the amount of aesthetically it changes down to hair color, costume, what they're looking like, but also just the way the story is. The Riddler used to be fun and games at first, and it was, for kids. Kids could read this, and that's fine. And
you just killed the guy though.
right, but you look at the Riddle Factory, and what he's doing is not unlike what Jerome was doing in episode 3, which is, capturing people in a small room and doing horrible things to people. Humiliating them, and it was in that comic book, he's forcing them to commit suicide because of public humiliation. That's really demented. That's horrible. So they're, getting down to that, I felt a lot of freedom in trusting what Bruno Heller had thought initially, and we had a very in-depth conversation because my role wasn't that significant in the beginning of the season, so I didn't have a lot of material to build off of. So it was very much, Bruno, what are you thinking? What do I want to bring to this? How do I want to make this different? How can this be a young Riddler in 2015? And building that together, and then, as things have gone along, we've made adjustments, and it's ever changing. But it's nice because now we all have a language, and we're building from that. And the fact that there's the Bad Nigma, is adding gravity to this character. And he's going to be falling very quickly now. And which I'm so excited about because I've been waiting for. I made Edward quite adolescent, so now he's truly going to become a man. Long answer.
What Cory said. I mean, we were very lucky in that Jeff Johns is very open and available to us, and so when I started, I contacted him. He sent me comics, so I was able to look back in the origin stories of Penguin and learn, about his past. He's a bullied kid, and all of that sort of informs the choices that he makes later on in life. But we're very lucky to be playing these characters at this stage in their life because our own personal spin that we can do, or what we can do that's different, is show the vulnerability because they're not the fully realized villains that we all know. Exactly, right.
Not yet.
Right.
Full,
well,
vein popping,
right.
ruthless
your monster
monsters.
light.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
these are still kids in their lives. Not really, but I mean,
yeah,
there's still so much to learn.
Right. Yes. Exactly.